What if the reason you haven't changed your life yet isn't because you aren't capable, but because you are trying to change everything at once? Elsa wanted a better life. She wanted to grow closer to God, become healthier, save money, and start the business she had been dreaming of. But she wanted everything to change overnight. One Monday morning, Elsa sat at her desk and said, "Today, I'm going to change my entire life." She created a long list: pray for 1 hour, read 10 chapters of the Bible, exercise for 2 hours, work on my business for 5 hours, and so on. At first, she was excited, but within a few days, the pressure became too much. By Friday, Elsa had given up. Looking at her unfinished list, she sighed. Maybe I'm just not disciplined enough. That evening, Elsa visited her grandmother and shared her frustration. Grandma listened and smiled. "My child, you are trying to eat the whole harvest in one day. Growth doesn't happen that way." She took Elsa into her garden and pointed to a small plant. "Look at this plant. It didn't become this size overnight. It needed water, sunlight, care, and time." Then she reminded Elsa of Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. "Do not despise small beginnings." Grandma continued, "Do not try to do everything at once. Choose something small that you can faithfully do every day." The next morning, Elsa changed her plan. She prayed for 15 minutes instead of an hour. She read one chapter of the Bible instead of 10. She walked for 20 minutes instead of exercising for 2 hours, and spent 30 minutes working on her business instead of trying to accomplish everything in one day. She also began saving a small amount of money and writing down something she was grateful for each day. The first few steps didn't feel significant, but she continued. Days became weeks and weeks became months. Then Elsa began to notice a change. Elsa looked back at her journey and realized she hadn't changed her life in one day. She had changed it through the choices she made every day. And she remembered Galatians chapter 6 verse 9. "And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." Elsa finally understood that progress doesn't always happen suddenly. Sometimes it happens quietly while we remain faithful. There are times in our lives our breakthroughs may not come from doing something extraordinary once. It may come from doing something meaningful every day and refusing to give up. So do not despise small beginnings. Start small, stay faithful, keep going. And remember, in God's timing, our small seeds can become a great harvest. And don't forget, people who are amazing help others to be amazing. Thank you.